Welcome to the Wrestle for Real podcast. We reviewing Monday Night Raw. This is the Monday Night Raw post show from 6/16/2025. Got Stan with me, got Spook with me, ready to go over this show, get some thoughts and some insights on this. Off back, it was felt like a pretty short show tonight. It went by a little fast. Not sure if it was just me or if it just that's exactly what happened tonight. But we're gonna get into it. So good to have guys with me today. Please make sure you don't forget to like and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Definitely continue to follow us during the conversation, the Wrestle for Real podcast, wherever you get your podcast. The show started off with Liv Morgan and it kicked it off with Liv and I want to say Io was kind of
Yeah.
yeah, so they had a little promo situation. Liv was out there talking, popping off like she does, and called out Io Sky. Io Sky finally came out to the ring. I don't think she's been out to the ring in several weeks, maybe since that match she had with Rhea and teaming with Rhea. I feel like that was the last time she was out at the ring. So she finally got back out. Obviously, the crowd was fiending for that, so they did like that and enjoyed that. She ended up getting into a physical confrontation with Liv Morgan and getting the better of her in that exchange. They just also allowed her to talk, which, okay. Not sure what we are doing there, but it was actually made her an appearance. So she made an appearance. She came out to the ring. So something we haven't seen from the champ. Maybe they're, trying to get this title to become a little bit more relevant. Maybe this is in the right direction. So what'd you think about the opening here, Stan?
It was good, man. It was good to see Io again. It's been a while
Mhm.
since we saw her in the ring. I feel like it's even, like you said, it's been longer since we saw her compete.
Mhm.
I mean, hopefully we get to see her compete again soon because I don't want for people to say that this run has been lackluster, which I feel like it has, but she's such a great wrestler that I feel like y'all need to have her wrestling because she's such a great wrestler. I don't get why the fact they're just like, oh no, we'll just have her cut promos all the time. Like, no, like she's a great wrestler. And then when now everybody online is like, oh, she's just, her run hasn't been good, but that's not her fault. That's on them
Mhm.
for not like having her out there competing. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, she hasn't been in the ring really doing anything, so I'm not I don't know. This wasn't a match. This was just a promo that might lead
Yeah.
to a match eventually. So we may not see her in the ring to Evolution. We don't even know, but due to no fault of her own, it's definitely been booked a little strange as far as her getting some TV time out there. Liv Morgan has obviously been very featured on TV until some events that may have happened tonight. So we'll get into that as well. But they definitely got to figure out something with
Yep.
Io Sky getting on TV, having that title and making it meaningful, making it more relevant than it's been so far. So wasn't really a great open, but at least it got Io back in the fold. I wasn't necessarily excited about it. I guess I'm kind of over the whole Liv Morgan thing, and I'm also really not on the Io Sky bandwagon right now. When it comes to Raw, just give me Roxanne. That's pretty much it. I'm just really not really feeling it in any kind of ways.
Yeah.
We'll kind of see if it turns into something more for old Io Sky. What you think about Io Spooky? Do you like her not being on TV? Does it create more mystique with her not wrestling, or is it kind of killing the championship that she's wearing right now?
I say what come again?
Is it killing the mystique of the championship, or is it helping her that she's not on TV, not wrestling?
So who was the champion again? She
Her name is Io Sky with a S.
yeah, she's becoming relevant, man. She definitely they definitely need to put the cameras on her, man. I mean, like you
Mhm,
said, at
mhm.
some point, man, Rhea
Yeah,
is getting way more time and she ain't had no belt. And Rhea is getting more time than her. That shouldn't be. That shouldn't
yeah,
be.
it's not a good look. Everybody seems to be getting more time than her.
Right,
Uh,
right, right.
so it's one of those things where maybe they're gonna change something, or maybe they just don't care. Maybe they just wanted somebody to hold the title until they get it to whoever they really want to push next. So
Right,
we'll
right.
see. But that was just an opening promo, not much there. After that, we went straight into another segment with the ladies. Stephanie Vaquer, Asuka, Ivy Nile, and Raquel Rodriguez. Fatal four-way match, Queen of the Ring, I guess the first round of it. Let's see who moves on to the semifinals. The match was just there for me. Obviously, when you have a Stephanie Vaquer match, you're gonna get her Devil's Kiss move that
Yeah.
that has been gotten over by Booker T and tonight the fans decided to count instead of doing Booker T's normal chant. So they're kind of messing it up a little bit. We're gonna
Yeah.
fill in for this match whenever he's able to get her a little over, but he's definitely helped get the move over. Asuka made her return during this particular match as well. I personally wasn't a fan of the face paint. It just looked like a lot. Not really a big Asuka fan, really. I think she's had some great matches. Sometimes all the extra stuff is really just too much for me. But I like when she's just in the ring competing. But Stephanie also did her thing. Ivy now was kind of just there. Raquel Rodriguez was there for Rhea Ripley to eventually interfere and kind of throw her off and out of the match on this one. So it wasn't much of a great match to me. I didn't feel like these first two segments really did much for me as far as wanting to watch the show. It got onto quite a lackluster start. This ended with Asuka getting the win. I guess rightfully so, with her coming back, and she's proven that she can put on some great matches in the WWE. So they're definitely playing it safe there. And the other ladies was just there to hang out. Not sure where Ivy Nile and Stephanie Vaquer goes from here. I think Raquel is setting up something with Rhea Ripley that may help her based on some of the events that went down tonight. She's gonna need a dance partner. She's gonna need something coming up soon. What'd you think about this fatal four way with Asuka's return and everything and her picking up this victory stay?
I'm glad she returned. I wish that I hate the social media era because, I felt like 10 years ago we would have never known she was coming back. They just would have did it. But since now we got all the publications and dirt sheets, so that's why he's like, oh yeah, they put it out there way in advance that she's returning.
Oh,
But I honestly feel like it could have just been. I mean, I know Raquel was out there for the story to bring out Rhea Ripley.
mm-hmm.
Ivy now, I felt like it could have just been a three-way. Honestly, even a two with just Stephanie and Oscar. I feel like those two, if they ever get a chance to go 1-on-1, that'll be something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And like Oscar, like I loved her in her NXT days. Granted, the way she's been like presented on the main roster isn't the same. I'm kind of glad. I'm probably one of the few people glad they went back to her like the facepack persona because that was the persona that got her to WWE anyway when she was dominating in Japan. That's the way she was. Hopefully they let her go back to that because I feel like before she got hurt, it was just like it wasn't there. When she first got to NXT, it was like okay, and then when she got to the main roster, it was just like kind of like so. Hopefully they can recreate that magic again, so the fans can. But I mean, I can't remember who she's going against for her semifinal. I did it's Roxanne, right?
Well, Jade and Roxanne is going against each other.
Okay,
Jade and Roxanne, so she must.
it's whoever wins the one on SmackDown is coming up.
Oh,
So
okay. So they may have another
yeah.
coming up.
So I don't know. Maybe she wins her semifinal, and then her putting over Jade or Roxanne in the final would be that would be good. Like because I mean, Oscar kind of has done a lot, and I feel like they can trust her to put on a good match with someone to make them look good. Because I mean, she puts on good matches, so no, I'm happy to see her back though. I just wonder what they're gonna do with her now that she's back. Cause it's so weird because she hasn't been. I mean, she's been in WWE for a while, but it's like now we're talking about her. It's like, oh yeah, she can help put over so and so because it's so crowded.
Yeah, she was around during a time where the Four Horsewomen was still really hot. She had a great match with Charlotte at a WrestleMania one.
Yeah, WrestleMania, our first one.
So she's been doing a lot. I just she did the whole damage control thing prior to going out, and I think that just took a lot of steam off of her. But it was also a way for them to get more ladies involved, and like we seen now with the Fatal Four Way that didn't need Ivy now, didn't need Raquel Rodriguez, and a lot of others. We're just seeing a lot of them getting some TV time. So, what you think about Oscar's return, Spook? You excited? It don't matter. What you think about seeing Oscar's return?
I mean, still no excitement right now, man.
Yeah.
I'm just still just waiting for somebody, somebody in this women's division, man, to come and turn this thing up, man. I mean, I don't know
Yeah,
what
it's true.
I thought the Oscar return was gonna be big. It's
Mm,
like Stan was saying, it was kind of bland. Wasn't that nothing major? Then, like you said, we already knew
Yeah.
she was coming back, so it was
mm.
like, come on, man, give us something to look for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be even worse. I think in another 30 days, she's just gonna be all but forgotten. I think it's going to get even worse for her. I mean, she didn't come back to a big anything. She won this match, but I don't know if anyone's picking her to really win the Queen of the Ring tournament. But I think she won this match, and that was just what was necessary for her return against the ladies that really didn't need to win at this particular time, or it wouldn't make sense. So I think she's really going to just probably get lost in the shuffle real soon here. Same thing is going to happen if Io Sky loses that title and a few other ones, unless they keep doing these big crowded matches. I think Evolution is going to be the time to really put them on the map and really help them to stand out. But after that, I don't know where a lot of these ladies are going to be going. Io doesn't. She's not. I believe that title is not defended until SummerSlam, maybe. And when the winner of the Queen of the Rings. That means that she's might not be doing nothing as far as the title evolution. It seems like I don't know. I haven't heard anything about her defending it at Evolution.
Yeah, they haven't said any evolution match. I mean, we only got one match for main event, and that's less than 30 days. That's for Goldberg and
Mhm.
yeah, they haven't done anything. No, even NXT, they haven't said anything about like, and that's all that's like in less than 30 days. So we're gonna get a real rush of like matches for that.
Yeah.
Everything's so quick now, man. It's crazy.
There's no build up for nothing.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's that UFC schedule, man.
yeah, it's fast. Everything is 2 weeks apart. It's coming in hot because I think there's a PLE at the end of August. Because I think is that a Saudi one or what is that?
No, I think the Saudi one might be coming up.
That's Night of Champions is Saudi, right? The end of
Yeah,
this. And then 2 weeks later, we got a main event, Saturday night main event, and we have Evolution. And I think SummerSlam is 2 weeks after that.
yeah,
And then I feel like there's something at the end of August as
yeah.
well.
It's whatever the one they used to. It's in Canada. I feel like it's whatever Saudi used to have. I
Okay. So
think so.
type of Okay, so yeah, they're coming in quick though. They're
Yeah,
not giving a lot of time for build. They're jumbling everybody together, so we're not really getting a lot of individuality. We're getting a lot of team stuff. It's really crowded. And I don't know, honestly, this may be the only way to get these everybody on TV and get them some TV time. And tonight, we'll get into it. One of the single matches again is Kyrie Sane and Liv Morgan, and I just go like, how are these the single matches that we're doing when we have so much talent and we're like get the opportunity for a singles match and it's not for a title, it's not a number one contenders match, it has nothing to do with the tournament. I'm like, why is this match here? And, it raises some eyebrows. Meanwhile, carrying crosses in the back, whispering or above people's shoulders and things of that nature.
yeah. It's weird now.
God, it's a good problem probably for them to have, but I still want to see that star power that I seen at Money in the Bank, the SmackDown before Money in the Bank. There was a lot of star power there that day. It seemed like everybody was there, and every segment it was just like somebody you really wanted to see. And I feel like they can do that every week, but somehow people get lost in the shuffle and we don't really get to see them just back to back in these segments. We had some backstage stuff with New Day and Austin Theory and Waller, but it's just like, they're just fitting everyone in. So I'm not really sure what's going on right now. It's a little all over the place, but it's
Yeah,
coming at us. It's coming at us fast. After that, we had a backstage segment with the Judgment Day. They got to get their typical backstage segments. So just a little bit more on Finn and Liv and everyone just trying to figure stuff out. Not a lot here. Again, teasing maybe some dissension, some breaking up, some influence. We got a small sighting of Roxanne during this whole time. That was the only time she was back when they used to give you more time, whoever was like really involved in these king and queen of the ring type of matches, they got more TV time. They were featured more because they were being made to look a lot bigger, and now they're just like she wins and she's an afterthought. It's just almost nothing to even hype up her as a superstar and as a contender. Meanwhile, we're talking about Liv Morgan as a contender, and here comes Io Sky. And if I'm not mistaken, did Liv Morgan not lose this particular Queen of the Ring match last week? And then she's out here opening the show talking about a title match, and Roxanne is in the back just as a fly on the wall. Like, what are we doing here? So the women got it rough right now with the booking. I'm not sure what's going on, but typical Judgment Day in the back. Stan, what you thought about the Judgment Day in the back? Typical stuff. Are we? Is anything new? Is it?
Nah, it's the same. It was weird though. The clubhouse was looking a little bare, man. Just a little TV and a dartboard, man. That was weird. It wasn't the usual setup, you know. But nah, it was just the same old, man. There was nothing. It's they just got to keep that story going. I'm kind of hopeful get the payoff soon because it's kind of getting stale in my eyes. But yeah,
Yeah, it may be about that time. It may be about that time.
yeah. Somebody got to turn.
Somebody got to swing on somebody.
Like we all know it's coming. The only people that don't know it's coming are under 12 years old.
Well,
You
Theory
know what
and
I
Wall
mean?
have been coming for a long time, so we don't
I
we
think
don't know
even
what we're going to do.
even the kids know it's coming at this point, bro. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so we gonna see. So after this, we had Gunther come to the ring, cutting a promo about underestimating Jey Uso and losing to Jey Uso and him being a better man at WrestleMania and never vowing to never let that happen again, and really setting his sights on Seth Rollins, who has the ability to cash in Money in the Bank at some point. And then 1997 happened. And we got the Goldberg music, and we got some sparks, and we got some smoke, and comes the legend Goldberg. And as a WCW fan growing up, I definitely like to see Goldberg. I don't have a problem with it. It's just what is he going to be able to do? What is he going to be able to produce at this point? We may be putting a lot on him at this point. So he gets in there, has a little confrontation, verbal confrontation with Gunther. Not very quick. Just typical in Goldberg fashion. Everything is fast. Everything is very quick. Let's not draw out the talking. Let's not draw out the match. Let's just get to it. But what do you think about this Goldberg and Gunther interaction, Spook? You any chance that Goldberg wins that title?
Goldberg, he's a seasoned vet, man. Like you said, Goldberg is that 2 to 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Thing, go in there and do his thing, and then after he gonna drag it out, man. So I don't think it's just kind of hard to say right now, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless Goldberg do something spectacular to get a real quick finish, that's the only way. You know what I'm saying? If he drag this out, man, yeah, Gunther definitely gonna take it.
Well, he did do that. Didn't he do that with Bray Wyatt one time? Didn't it wasn't like a quick shock
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that he did right from now. So it can happen.
Yeah.
It can happen.
Yeah, he
What?
took it off break.
Yeah. What you think, Stan? You think do you think this is Goldberg's actual last match?
Yeah, so like I told you earlier, like Goldberg, man, when that music hit, it's just no matter how much people trash him online, when that music hit, you know what it is. I mean, like it's you can't it's intoxicating. And nah, this is it for him, man. It's no more after this. He's definitely retiring. So it's in Atlanta. I'm gonna have to be in attendance.
Got to pull it.
Because I got to. It's Goldberg because I was in the building in WCW days when he took the belt off Hulk Hogan. So I felt like I had to be there
Yeah,
to close it out. Like Goldberg was my dude growing up. Like I told you earlier, he was a 4-move wrestler, but to child me, I had no idea what that was. I was just like, I love Goldberg. He's breathing smoke like a dragon. That's my guy. And he from Atlanta. And it's just like, yeah, man, it's no matter how much people trash him online, like it's Goldberg. You saw it, everybody started screaming Goldberg. We knew it was coming. And it's like, whatever, he gonna go out there and do 3 moves, but people that's over the age of like our age is gonna love it, and we're gonna trash it at the same time because it's Goldberg. We call him what Oldberg. Come on, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
is it is it a good idea? Is it a good idea, Spook, for Goldberg to lose in his final match?
I mean, he can. It ain't gonna really hurt him or anything like that. He's
Yeah.
already did. He done did his thing. He's a Hall of Famer. So, he just really coming out to, excite the crowd, man. He gonna be in his hometown in Atlanta. So, you know what I'm saying? If win or lose, man, they still gonna love him. They still gonna love him. They still gonna hate him. They still gonna talk mess. Like you said, like Stan was saying, once that music drop, man, everybody going stupid. You know what I'm saying? So nothing gonna change in regard to that. So if he do win, if he do lose, he gonna get a standing ovation at the end of the night.
Well, I'm going to wish that the WWE puts the title on Goldberg.
you
I
want
think there would
chaos?
be no better ending than them putting the title on Goldberg and then Seth Rollins' music hits. It would be the greatest night in Atlanta.
Yeah,
It would be an exciting night.
yeah.
I think it has to come off Gunther, so why not come off in spectacular fashion?
But if they do it like that, I mean, folks are gonna cheer Seth, bro. And technically, you don't want to. You don't want us to cheer Seth.
I
Oh,
don't know how much longer people gonna not cheer Seth.
I know,
It's already on the line right now.
I know.
He's already on the line. So the only thing it messes up is that at that point in the night, you give Goldberg, he can't get his raising of the arms and walk out, win, lose, or draw. He's got to kind of roll out the ring and get out the way.
I
For
feel like this gonna be the main event because it's or he gonna come back out. I feel like either this is the main event because it's the hometown and he'll do his like speech and all that afterwards. But I feel like this is gonna be the main event. I mean,
yeah,
we'll see
I
how
don't
they
see
set the
another match.
card.
Yeah, I don't see another
Yeah.
match right now that would make sense. I mean, Gunther is the champion, so
Yeah, I mean they're building for like Dom and
AJ,
Ray AJ,
well,
but that's gonna be a night of champions.
yeah, so that's not good.
So I don't know.
I think they just need to do it. I think let's figure out a way. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drag it out. We're gonna let Gunther lose real quick, and then Goldberg is gonna be celebrated. He's gonna be clapping for him. We're gonna love it. Everybody's excited. We're gonna give it like 2, 3 long minutes, and then we'll let that music hit, and it's over. You done got your flowers, and now it's time to get back to our regularly scheduled program.
Wait, what if the music hit? This I know this is crazy, but since I'm trying to go, I want total chaos. What if the music hit and it's R-Truth challenging Goldberg to a match? Well, I'm sorry. What if it's Ron Killings challenging Goldberg to a match?
I mean, that would be off the beaten path a little bit. I think he's so busy right now. He's so busy right now. I think he got Cena next Friday or this Friday coming up.
Yeah, I wonder how they're gonna go with that.
Keep him out the way.
That's interesting because I know the payoff got to be for him to get that belt. Man.
For
It's
who?
got to Ron Killings.
Ain't no way. Ain't,
It's bruh. Come
ain't
on, nah, man.
I can't see that. Who?
It's a championship match. I think it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
I think it is. I don't know. I know the last one wasn't. It's a
Right.
main event. So I don't know.
Maybe
I
they'll
don't.
make
Nah,
it a
it is, bro.
championship match before the
Nah,
match.
he gonna be the one. It wasn't the plan at first, but
Mhm.
how everything's been going, I feel like he gonna be the one.
But he would. Are we getting the title off of John Cena in June? That's what you.
If
That's
that's it,
that's
I
why I
mean,
don't
So
believe
what
it.
would the match between Pumpkin be for?
John Cena's last match is Saturday night in Massachusetts. It's the Saturday night main event in Massachusetts. Will he or will he not still have the title by then? I don't know. But that's his last match. It's already confirmed that
That's
that will be
December.
it. Whatever the Saturday night main event is in Massachusetts, that's it. And his home state, that's it.
So he don't have to have the title up until that point for sure.
Mm-mm.
But to take it off in June is very like even CM Punk. That's why I don't believe CM Punk. It's
Yeah,
like
no, CM Punk's not
it
gonna be
just
the one.
feels too soon.
But I feel like they're gonna circle back with the thing with R-Truth because it's a way they can keep it going. Even if this ends Friday in a no DQ or whatever, or a DQ or something, it's a way they can keep it going. I feel like that they realize how much we as fans love this man, and so I
Mm.
feel like yeah.
I
Plus, I
mean,
mean,
I like R Truth creating chaos. I do.
he's
I
done everything you asked of him. I feel
Yeah,
like
he's
he
doing
deserves
good.
it. Man.
My problem is my champ's hair can't be like that, man. I
Nah,
mean,
he switched
we,
it
we
now,
gotta
man.
his it look crazy right now.
Hey, chill out. He going on a blocking spree.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, Truth got to get the hair together, man. Like
Nah, he got it. Have you seen it lately?
it looked like it was like I don't know how to describe.
It looks like the guy. Well, right now since he got it done, us the dude from New Japan, the heavyset dude. I can't remember his name, but it kind of looks like that. How the lines are in it and it's
Yeah,
cut. I mean, I can't pull that off.
so there's no
No,
more length. There's no length.
nah, nah, nah. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just the
Props to
lines, and
him.
then what's in the back? What's going on in the back of the head?
We'll have to find out live.
Yeah, see that like, it's a wild style, man. I don't know, if that's who you want on the Today Show. Title is our truth with the hair. I mean, even the dreads that he had before, it was only like a few. It was only like a couple pockets of it. It wasn't even
Yeah, it
like a
wasn't like
full
how
head.
Booker is, man.
Yeah, it was just like two ponytails worth.
Yeah,
So
we'll see, man.
yeah, if I'm him, I'm going bald. I'm just gonna just get rid of it all together. Man. Don't even. I'm not sure, but I'm not closing the door on Goldberg winning that title,
That would be crazy.
especially in Atlanta, retirement match. And we got to get Seth Rollins the title anyway, so why not beat him instead of Gunther?
Yeah, but a month though? That's why I feel like it's too
For
fast. I
Gunther
don't think
to
they'll
lose
do it.
it?
Yeah.
Well, too fast for Gunther to get it.
But they took it off of him for a reason.
Mhm.
So that's why I feel I don't know. He might be the transition. Yeah, they took it. I mean, I know they wanted this match to be a championship match, but yeah, it's weird. Like
If you take the title off of him just for this match with Goldberg, and Goldberg's losing, why'd you need the title for this match?
exactly, it's so weird. Maybe because they wanted the main event and they feel like the only way the main event is for the title. But I don't know.
Not well. It that would make sense if they was in Massachusetts, but they were in Atlanta. You
Yeah,
don't a retirement match in Atlanta sells itself.
yeah,
For Goldberg anyway.
yeah. I'm already trying to like
Yeah,
find a
the
babysitter and
title
get tickets. So
the title
yeah,
don't even need to be there. Is Gunther, who's somebody who's dragging people right now. So you got this guy and you got Goldberg. It can main event itself, and it didn't have to main event, honestly.
Mm.
But I think it could. And you bringing a title into it for what? Just so we could, watch him not win the title? I want to see him win the title. I want him up on the show. I want old WCW guys around the ring. I want Eric Bischoff there.
Eric Bischoff.
I want Diamond Dallas Page there. I want like the old guy. I even need Kevin Nash because Kevin Nash broke the streak, right? I need
Yeah,
Kevin Nash there with the taser that they used for that match. Like I want the old guard to just be there. Well, we can't get Tony Schiavone.
we definitely can't get Hulk Hogan, bro. You want nah? We can no, not in Atlanta, bro. No, not in Atlanta. No sir.
I mean, look, we doing
Oh,
fireworks or we not?
hey, he can go to Beyonce next door.
Wait, we doing fireworks or we not? Well,
Uh,
can we get Bret Hart? Can Bret Hart come out?
possibly.
WCW.
Huh?
Bret Hart was on WCW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's when Goldberg's when the end of his career.
Yeah, and he hates Goldberg to this day.
He hates him with every
I
chance he gets to let
like
us know he hates him.
he legit hates
It's
Goldberg.
bad.
It's it's up like for life. It's up like yeah. It's
Can we
legit.
get Sting? Can we get? I mean, I just want Ric Flair. I just want the WC Booker T needs to call the match. Like, I just want this to be a big because you gotta think WCW in Atlanta
It was us, bro.
is to make sense.
We went to me and my brother went to the WCW wrestling camps as children.
Mhm.
Like WCW was home base Atlanta. Like we used to go to the
Makes sense.
Omni, and then when it changed the name, but we would go to the Omni as kids to watch WCW in the Omni. Like it
In
was.
reality, this could also be the official ending of WCW. This is the last thing. Like, what else could you do to say to close the chapter on WCW?
I mean, he the last true WCW guy.
He
He's the
gonna get.
last
I
one
go
left.
get Sting in.
I don't know if he's under contract with AEW,
He
but
is. He on like a little Legends deal.
or like
That's
something
why he wasn't there for
like Lex
the
Luger.
Hall of Fame. They
Yeah,
got he's on kind of like a deal where he just like tours and goes and does book signings and Comic Cons and stuff. Because he was in Greenville for one like a couple months ago, like a
they
little
got to figure
Greenville
something
con.
out, man. This is the true ending of WCW. Goldberg's the last one left. We've done DDP, we've done
Yeah,
Sting, we've done even though Ric Flair and Hogan and the NWO, like they've all been other places. We've done all of them. We've done Booker T. Everybody has been done. There's only one person left, and he was
it's
arguably
Goldberg.
the biggest star during that time. And definitely the biggest true baby face dealing with the NWO at one point. So
But
you
yeah,
gotta bring in all the W's. I mean, I would have W. You could bring in Scott Steiner. Rick was a little part of it. You could definitely bring in Scott Steiner. Definitely bring in him. You gotta come with it, man.
yeah. Hey,
This is it. This is the end of WC.
is Dean Malenko still with us? Let me see. Is Dean Malenko still with us?
He was always a trainer in the back. I don't know if he still was doing that though.
What about Buff Bagwell?
Buff has some issues.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how available he's gonna be.
I know he live in Georgia though, and that's the thing. A lot of the old WCW guys are still in Georgia.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, that was their home base. They definitely, they did they
Oh, boy.
training in Georgia, and then they traveled and all that kind.
One on well, that's tough for now. One on a restaurant. I can't remember if it was maybe one of the Steiner brothers. It's like past Kennesaw. It's like a random Shoney's or something like that. But they got all their belts and stuff in there. It's
It's
weird.
still Shoney's?
Yeah, bruh. It's they got the one show. It's outside of Metro. It's going towards Tennessee, and I went in there and they had all the belts. I cannot. Was it one of the Steiner brothers or was it Buff Bagwell? It was one. I think it was one of the Steiner brothers. But
Yes.
yeah,
They hopefully they do a send off to WCW in the process. We might as well just one last send off. Yeah, I mean, because if nothing else, you can at least get Eric Bischoff, and I don't think many people was more instrumental in WCW than Eric Bischoff was, especially from creative. Bring in Vince Russo if we want to do that too. Let's really get things fired up. But yeah, so we're going to see how this ends. There's so many ways they can go with it. Hopefully they do something meaningful and major, and it's not just a 5 minute match where Gunther beats him up, because that would just be, I mean,
yeah,
that's what we're kind of almost expecting. Like if he don't win the title, which is a shocker for people, we're expecting Gunther to beat him up in 5, because it ain't gonna be no 30-minute Iron Man match. So
no.
it's either he wins the title fast or he gets beat up in his hometown for a retirement match fast.
I mean, it could be a slow pacing match. Gunther. He loves having those.
Mhm,
Somebody broke it down for me the other day. They said really Gunther only got like 5, 6 moves. He's just doing so well that nobody really sees it.
mhm, mhm.
So I mean, you can drag it out.
Yeah, maybe get to the outside of the ring, get some
Yeah,
public involved. I
yeah.
don't know.
I might have to jump in
Yeah, drag
ringside
out
and
the
just
match a little bit
yeah,
longer.
man.
We have to
Some fan
respect.
interference or something. I'm
Yeah,
gonna try to get front row tickets, man.
right. So if you do that, just don't mention the podcast when they handcuff you.
I'm gonna have a shirt on. I'm gonna
Yes,
get a
oh,
shirt made.
we don't know who that is. We're not familiar. We can't answer any questions. So,
And somebody bail me out, man. Somebody bail me out.
after that segment, which brought a little bit of energy to the night for me. At least it was something a little different. We had AJ Styles and JD McDonough's match. They got a singles match tonight. AJ is always deserving of a singles match. He just needed someone to dance with. Tonight that was JD McDonough. I never want to knock JD McDonough. I like what he's doing out there. There's just so many other guys that could have been in a singles match that I would have felt a little bit better about. But JD, okay, AJ's obviously a superstar. Dominic came out at one point mid match, very early in the match. A little bit of interference there. It ended up with AJ getting the win over JD, which was pretty expected. Then Finn Balor, Dominic, and JD attempting to jump AJ, and he just basically got out of there. So, what do you think about this match? Any reason to have this on the show? Did this do anything to excite anybody or move the needle forward with this Judgment Day AJ Styles rivalry they got going?
But yeah, man, I'm starting to really like JD, man. He really got some skills. I didn't really, at first I thought he was like a little joke, man. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody to come on,
Mhm,
get a little interference or whatever like that and lose the match. But he really can go though, man. I didn't know he was he was that talented, man. It's just, now just trying to figure out how to elevate his game. That's the only thing, you know what I'm saying, as far as
mhm,
kind of make him being seen, man. But like you said, there's so many people, so many other talented wrestlers, man. So it's kind of hard to, at least he's in Judgment Day and he's still getting that TV time. So I guess that's showing something that he got some kind of caliber to move up in the game and stuff like that. So he's pretty smooth, man. It was a good little match for me, man. But like you said, overall we knew that AJ was going to win it anyway. But I'm starting to like JD, man. I'm starting to like him.
Yeah, what you thought about this one, Stan? Were they worthy of a one-on-one singles match in such a crowded field right now?
Yeah, story wise, it fits.
Mhm,
And I'm glad it was JD's chance because I mean JD is good, man. He was good in NXT. He was good when he first came up. He had the unfortunate injury, bounced back from him, and if they do dissolve Judgment Day, I feel like if they go back to his NXT character, he would be okay because he can talk, he has charisma, he can wrestle. It's yeah, and if nothing else, like we can expect Michael Cole to make fun of his big fat head, and that's
mhm,
always good. So, but no, it was a good match. Like it's like what those two they brought the best out of each other. Like if in a different stand, if like one day seeing them go for a title or seeing them on a PLE, I would not be upset with that because you give them enough time to create magic, and we know that those two together can create magic. But no, it was a good match, honestly. Like even the story with Dom interfering, it was perfect. Everything was perfect. I wouldn't change anything about the match.
Gotcha. So we'll continue to see where this storyline is going. So AJ is fighting the entire New Day. I mean,
Yeah,
Judgment
the
Day. Excuse me.
the never ending story of the New Day.
Never ended. Judgment Day. Got him too.
Yeah,
Uh,
Judgment.
Sheamus, Sheamus, Maxine, it's Tozawa. In the backstage segment, Sheamus, Maxine, Tozawa, Natalia. I guess they were motivating Sheamus for his fatal 4-way match, and just I don't know if it's comedy or what I don't know. What do you think about this team though? It looks like they're trying to. Are they trying to do something with Natalia and Maxine? What do you see here? What's going on?
Yeah, I think they're trying because I mean Natalia's a vet. She can bring anyone along, and they see something in Maxine. I don't know what it is. They see something in her, so
Mm,
they want to like keep working with her and see it. Or
mm.
maybe her contract is just cheap. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't want anyone to lose their job, so I hope that it can work out for her, so that at least she can showcase some stuff. So if something happens, if she's ever like let go, she can go somewhere else.
Yeah,
But I feel like Maxine and Natalia will be the perfect mix because like Maxine can act like she's helping her with her like fashion, and Natalia can help her in the ring. So I feel like it's a good vet for her to be with, for her to get better in the ring. Because I mean, honestly, like Natalia in the ring, she can do what she got to do. I want to see that out of Maxine because she has like the attributes for it. It's just like for her putting it together. So. I
yeah,
mean, she's been with the company this long because she started off as a manager, I think, for like MTM with LA Knight, but that's back when he was what's it what was it Max Dupree or something like that, or it was something before
yeah,
he went to LA Knight.
yeah. It
And
was.
then yeah, so it's something they see in her because at first she was just a manager, and now she had a few matches, so it's like it's something. I mean, she has the attributes, but just see if she can put it together. Maybe Natalia's the one to bring out of her.
Uh, I guess. I mean, it seems like it was something fun to do. It seemed like something cool to do. With a crowded field where you're barely getting your champ on TV, I don't know that Maxine is gonna be prominently displayed anytime soon. I'm just not sure what's going on there. I guess it's just something fun to have going on backstage.
Um,
After that, we got Bailey in the ring, cutting her promo, calling out Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch was the one that took her out before the WrestleMania match against Lyra Valkyria. Becky is also the one that beat Lyra and is now the new women's champion on Monday Night Raw. So Becky comes out, things get a little fiery. Becky seems to be able to bring the fire out of these ladies. So this pretty much ended with a title match being set up between Becky and Bailey. Getting the title match, Bailey getting the title match, and not sure what exactly caused them to leave out Lyra in this one. I hope she doesn't get lost in the mix here. I'm not sure what's going on with that. As a Lyra fan, between her and Roxanne, I want to see them every time, but she kind of getting left out, and we're going back a few years to get the Becky and Bailey match going. What do you think about this match coming up here? Spook with Becky and Bailey, Becky Lynch and Bailey. You think it's a good blast from the past, or should Lyra not be forgotten here?
I mean, you gotta let them two go at it first, man. Then bring Lyra back in. Like I said, a blast from the past, man. They done did this. They done had this song and dance for a good little minute, man. So it's a good thing to get fans, another little look of it, So yeah, just something to tell them to keep the storyline going. But yeah, they definitely go get her back in there, man, with hopefully a little nice little triple threat match, man, and kind of go from there and see if she can get the belt back at that point.
Yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. I think it'll be a good match if nothing else. The division can use that star power that they have, being where they at in the position in which they're in. What do you think, Stan? You think Bailey has any chance of winning here, or is this just a fun match?
I don't know if she wins. I feel like they can drag it out till SummerSlam. So we shall see. I do see at SummerSlam a triple threat in our future with Bailey, Lyra, and Becky. How we get there, that's on them. But nah, I was kind of happy Bailey came back last week. I've been like missing her the last few weeks, honestly. So I'm glad she's back though. I'm glad she's back.
Yeah, so Nick Aldis was filling in. The GM from SmackDown was filling in for Adam Pierce. So he was making some matches, and he's the one that made the Becky match and Bailey, and then made the AJ Styles and Dominic match that is for Night of Champions for the title. You think he has a chance of winning that title at Night of Champions? Is this the end of Judgment Day? Are we going to finally see some collapse going, or is it going to just be Judgment Day as usual, and they're walking away with that stand?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, it's just I don't know.
It's open for it to go either way.
Yeah,
It's definitely. It's not. We're not really sure.
It's a good look both ways, though. You know what I'm saying? If
Mhm,
AJ does, able to get the belt, or if they
mhm.
let Dominic ride, a little bit more with it.
Dominic has what two defenses so far. So I mean, I wouldn't be mad either way, honestly. But it's just yeah, I don't know. I don't know which way they go.
Yeah, because then we can. If he loses, it creates so much turmoil in Judgment Day. If Dominic
But
loses,
if he loses because of Finn Balor, then bam, that's perfect. So
Beautiful.
maybe that
well, what if he
yeah.
wins because of Roxanne?
And then that's like, oh, here we are. They're gonna drag it out even longer. You know what I mean? It's just like when are we gonna get to the end of this?
Yeah, it could be a lot. It could be a lot.
Like
So
they can drag this out to WrestleMania if they wanted.
yeah, it's never.
And I would be
I don't
so
know.
upset if they do that. But yeah.
Right? They get a lot of TV time. So this whole
Every
thing,
week.
yeah, they get a lot of TV time. So whatever they're doing, we're gonna know about it.
And technically, I mean, they're the only well, LWO, but they're not on the same brand.
Mhm.
So they're the only like deep faction with like male and female. So
Yeah. So
well, Alpha Academy, but it's only,
mm, we barely see them together.
yeah.
There was no Otis sighting today, by the way. We didn't get to see Otis tonight. So just the loss there, War Raiders. But up next, we had Kyrie Sane and Liv Morgan in the match. I guess that spot couldn't have went to nobody else.
That
So
was a weird spot.
5 seconds into the match, takedown, Liv Morgan lands awkwardly or catches her, tries to break her fall, and apparently dislocates her shoulder, which does seem like a real injury.
Uh-huh.
She's probably going to be out for a couple of months as she recovers and heals. I was ready to see Liv Morgan go off TV for a couple of months anyway. This is not the way I thought it would go.
So it's time for them to relinquish that belt, right?
I think they're going to have to do something with those tag titles. I mean, no one really cares that they have it. So that might help them in just holding on to it because I can't remember the last who's come on Monday Night Raw recently and said, I want to challenge you ladies for your
No
title.
one. They went to NXT to defend them.
Okay, so yeah, we've got nothing from those titles.
Yeah.
We're in Queen of the Ring qualifying match or matches, and I haven't been doing that great.
Plus the last cuts, they released like how many women's tag teams? So it's just like
And you got Liv, who was just talking about the title, the women's title at the start of Raw, not defending her tag titles.
yeah, I don't know, man.
They might be a good time to just put those titles away. Let's just,
Or just put them on someone in NXT because NXT has actual women's tag teams, so you can give them there.
but they got
And
the NXT women's tag team. Do they have a tag? Oh, they don't.
no, no. They fight for those.
I don't know because I remember
Yeah,
when Bianca and Naomi was coming. I never really
no,
understood.
they had. I felt like they had, but no, they because those are for any brand. Like, I mean, hey, they can even take it down to Evolve if they. That'd be interesting. But nah, like just give them to. Yeah,
Jakara.
yeah. It should have been, but they can definitely take them to NXT because they have a good amount of women there, and they got a lot of like women that are clicked up already.
Mhm.
Where at
Yeah, that is true.
the main roster, we don't really have a lot of that. You just got a lot of makeshift tag teams at the main roster.
Yeah, I mean, for all we know, next week we could be seeing a tournament that ends with Natalia and Maxine Dupree winning the women's tag team titles. Like
Man,
it's
Yeah,
now that
almost
you
set
you
said
up.
know,
it,
because that can
It's
revive
almost set up for it.
it is.
Tiger
Keep it
Career.
100. They got shirts already.
Yeah.
Where are you getting shirts?
And then you saw Natalia was dressed how Maxine would dress today
Look,
with the Jamiroquai hat on.
it is perfectly lined up for that weird makeshift tag team. to win a tournament and
They're gonna be a real tag team from NXT in their semifinal, more than likely. Like Fatal Attraction or something like that, you know. Like women that are actually like clicked, like Zarya and Sol Ruka, like women that are actually like booked as a tag team.
yeah,
So what if they bring somebody from TNA? Because TNA women got a lot of tag teams.
They do.
yeah. I mean, I think they have an opportunity to at least do something like this, like that, and be very exciting. Regardless of who the winner is, let's do a one night tournament on Monday Night Raw next week, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, what's that? What's that thing? Not the scramble thing, but the gauntlet.
Yeah, one of
Yeah,
those type of joints, and you just have a bunch of tag teams, TNA, NXT, maybe somebody from SmackDown. Well, let's just throw a bunch of stuff out there and because it's over. It's time for Raquel to go home. Nobody's, I mean, or she's just gonna do a thing with Rhea, and that's probably not gonna get much TV time anyway. I mean, Rhea and Raquel is just doesn't scream a whole lot of TV time. So okay, she
yeah.
goes over there. Let's get the titles off of them. Let's do the tournament, the gauntlet, whatever, and let's just see what happens. But I don't think it makes sense to keep it on them. Not with a dislocated shoulder. That's gonna take some time. And we need to remind people they have these titles. I think if I ask somebody who has the women tag titles on Raw, everybody might be like, that's a good question.
Yeah, and she legit hurt because Rhea tweeted out. So she legit hurt. It's not a storyline injury. She legit hurt.
Yeah, man. So definitely want to move on from there. I don't know what Kyrie Sane won in this match. I think she was quickly forgotten by the end of all of this, based on what was going on with Liv Morgan, and now subsequently with the titles. I'm not sure what she won. This was a match again. If they would listen to me, they wouldn't even had a singles match. There was no reason for this. We could have got the War Raiders and Alpha Academy. We could have got Karrion Cross and Sami Zayn tonight. We could have
They
got
are building for that though. They
right.
building for that one.
Penta and AJ Styles or something. We could have got so many different things, and we got Liv and Kyrie. And I know Liv is somewhere thinking to herself, "This is the match I got injured in. This match didn't even happen. This match was for absolutely nothing. It was for absolutely nothing. Kyrie ain't even beefing with the Judgment Day. See, there's no reason to have this match. We're just
Yeah.
wasting. This was Liv Morgan's third segment of the night, her third segment of the night for no reason. So I'm not really sure why they was having this match. Unfortunately, this is how it ended. Kyrie saying, I don't know what she's gonna do. She might want to go challenge Io Sky or something and just have a nice good match and see what happens there. But I don't know where she goes. I don't know where these tag titles goes. We have an idea where Raquel goes, but when Liv comes back, my preference is that she pops up in TNA and let's just go from there and see what happens.
Oh, they're in the knockout
Yeah,
submission.
let's just give her a fresh start in TNA and just see where it goes. But
Oh man,
But bro, that
Liv Morgan versus Tessa Blanchard, man.
hey,
Book it.
let's
Give me
do it.
that right now.
She's got to come out for her hometown in Jersey for SummerSlams. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know if she'll be healed by then, but she may make an appearance. Alongside somebody during that particular time. But
Yeah.
we'll see. After this, we did got a Carrying Cross. Excuse me, I was about to say combine them, but Carrying Cross segment with Sami Zayn at the back. More of the same, and now it's supposed to be leading to a match. The weird thing is we do not know when the match is going to happen.
Main event. No, it's fine.
Sammy is like, let me get through with this tournament first, and then I'm going to talk with someone. Cross his head. He's got some real life contract situations happening right now. We're not really sure what's going on there, but I guess we're gonna get. Hopefully, we get the match. I don't know why Karrion Cross has not been in the ring. I don't know if it's contractually some issues there, if there's injury, if they're waiting for the right time. But now, when do we need to get this match, Spook? When do we need to get Karrion Cross back and start doing what he does, which is wrestle?
man, it need to happen ASAP, man. I mean, I like this little segment between him and Sammy.
Mhm.
Sammy kind of read him his rights, man, letting him know that you doing all this backstage and you doing all this woofing and this hype. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to you. Just give me a couple seconds, and I'm gonna beat the brakes off you. That's what Sammy told him tonight. Wish it can happen a little bit sooner than what they're predicting or what Sammy's trying to do. So I don't know. Like Stan said, we don't know when this is gonna happen, man. This is just taking too long for this to like you said too, man, it was so many places where that some could have took, at least some could have took place tonight where they got the throwing hands for a quick second, man, and something just to excite that little ride.
And we could have really gotten Karrion Cross a regular match, like just any match by now. He did. It doesn't have to be the Sami Zayn build
Something.
up. It could have been anything by now. I mean, we're seeing Liv Morgan take up 3 segments on Raw. We're seeing Judgment Day taking up 2-3 segments on Raw. We're getting Raquel and Rhea interactions on Raw. Like there was some place where we could have done this match. So what you think though, Stan? Is there a scenario where Karrion Cross can face Sami Zayn and lose and come back from that? Does he
I
have to?
don't know, because they've been building up for this for so long. He's been like the little devil in Sammy's ear for so long. So I feel like he has to come out on top. Maybe they just been waiting for the contract situation to get finished.
Mhm.
Like, because I feel like if he loses, then we're like, okay, his contract situation didn't go the right way, so this is send off.
Mhm.
So it's just like I don't know. I don't know. But
So
I
what's
like
about the contract? What's going on with his contract?
well, I know his contract is up like in a few months, I think.
Yeah, it's somewhere around now. It's close enough to where they're trying to figure out, or at least letting the public believe they're still trying to figure out.
Yeah. And if they do, they wait to the last minute, but apparently that's a TKO thing.
Yeah, because the TKO Karrion Cross is not a major player.
Yeah.
He's just not. That's somebody that is a major player for the wrestling community, much like Io Sky, where the wrestling community likes her, but as a world, a global brand, it's not the needle is not being moved very much. So I don't know if TKO is really going to care about Carrion, but he's been getting a lot of fanfare, a lot of selling, a lot of merchandise.
Yeah.
He's been very over despite not wrestling, which
Which
is
I know they care about that aspect
right.
of
That
it.
should
It's
matter.
just,
That should matter. So, but what does he think of himself that's going to say, I need this type of contract? Now that he's seeing his merch moving, does he want a bigger percentage for merch than he otherwise would have got? Is that something like that in the contract? Is that a deal breaker? It's so many more things to factor in, but I think in their attempt to keep him off of TV, it's actually made him a little hotter.
yeah.
And it's worked the opposite for Io, where I think it's kind of dimmed her flame a little bit by keeping her off TV. So that's not a formula that can work with everybody, but we're gonna see. Hopefully, Karrion Cross gets back out there soon, and he's somebody I want to see climb that ladder one day and walk around with a briefcase and do all that, that same, whispering and trying to get in people's heads in the back, just with the briefcase in his hand one day. So we'll see how it goes. So then we had our main event, which started, it felt like at 9 o'clock. I mean, it felt like the main event was early tonight. They was definitely moving this show along. It was a King of the Ring match, first round with Jey Uso, Rusev, Sheamus, and Brunson Reed. And they decided that we were going to save all the stars on Monday Night Raw for the main event. And that is what they did. Overall, was a solid match. A lot of people getting their spots in. Jay with some splashes. Rusev with his camel clutch. I forget the name of what he calls his move. Sheamus with his beats of the something that he does,
Yeah.
hitting you in your chest like you ain't got no family to go home to. And Bronson Reed with his tsunamis. So everybody got their stuff in, and then as expected, it started to break down. Braun Breaker enters the fold, Sami Zayn comes into play. Penta comes in and just goes right over the top ropes, almost as fast as he got in the ring. Next thing you know, LA Knight is here, straight from SmackDown, and LA Knight still got his vest on. He ain't even out of his vest. He loved those vests. His vest is a very big thing for him. So he made sure he had his vest. And then Seth Rollins' music hits, and you could tell something's gonna happen because Seth is taking off everything he has on. He's taking his time, and Paul Heyman, the wise man, is right there collecting all his things because I guess throwing the tie on the ground would just be too much. So he wants to hold it for him. So he gets in the ring, and then Cody's music hits, and the crowd goes nuts for Cody. Obviously, no one is expecting Cody to show up on Monday Night Raw. He comes in, the crowd is still singing his song. They're doing the Cody chants. Pretty much ends with Seth leaving. Prior to that, we did get Jey Uso picking up the victory, maybe back on his way to the title picture. But it was a lot going on, and I think I don't know what people are going to remember from this match. Is it Cody coming out? Is it Cody and Seth's face off? Is it Jey Uso winning? I'm not really sure. I feel like Rusev and Sheamus definitely got the short end of the stick here. Definitely are more the forgotten pieces. Everyone else seems to be headed towards something, but whether it's LA Knight and Bronson Reed, Penta is always in beefing with everybody, so that's just standard for Penta. But what do you think about the main events? What do you think about them saving the star power for last and Jey Uso getting that victory and all of this chaos breaking out?
Oh, it was a good match, man. For me, it was the look of Cody Rhodes. He had a look in his eyes, man, like he was gonna do something. They didn't let it fold out all the way, but it was like I want to hit Jay real quick.
Mm,
Like I thought he was. It just kept looking like he was gonna do something to him, man. You know what I'm saying? But they kind of
mm,
faded away and let him, shake hands and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, I don't know what's going on, man. It looked crazy at the end. The real suspect, man. I don't know what they're doing with Cody or which direction. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just still leery of what's going on. I know Cody and Jay got a match, because of the
yeah, the
semifinals.
king of the ring.
So
Yeah.
I don't, I know it ain't no beef or anything, but it just I don't know. It just had a little. It scared me a little bit, man. When I seen that look from Cody, man, like
Mhm.
he's gonna do something at the end, man. But they didn't really let it all the way fully develop or go. So I'm just wondering what's gonna happen next week.
So do you think Jay has a chance at becoming king of the ring and getting that title match?
No,
So this is it. Jay is done. Jay is
I
back
mean,
to the
I'm not saying he's done. After last week,
Mhm.
I'm gonna kind of chill on Jay for a little second, man. I'm gonna kind of chill on Jay.
Yeah, Jay definitely we don't know how he's gonna get back. We really don't know how he's gonna get back to the promised land because this is gonna be a tough road back.
Yeah,
And even with him winning, the last thing we remember is Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
So that's not. I mean, for me, that's the last thing I remember. I mean, Cody did have the face off with Jay towards the
Well,
end.
he's got to face Cody next, so
Right.
that's his next
Yeah.
opponent, right? Yeah, yeah,
Right. So that face off had possibly implications on next week.
yeah.
With
So
Seth
we,
and Cody seemed like more of long term implications as to those guys mixing it back up. So what'd you think about the main event, Stan, and how everything played out?
I mean, I felt like when the announcement happened, it could have been Jay or Bronson's storyline was. So I mean, the right guy won, but I don't see him in the finals. I feel like it's gonna be Cody in the finals.
Mm,
But yeah, I kind of wish that spot was given to someone else, but I don't think that person that I wanted to go to is ready to go just yet.
mhm,
Ela Dragunov. So I
mm,
think that because when they went to Mystery Man, that's what everyone was saying. Like it was gonna be Ela. But I don't think he was back yet. I don't think he was fully 100% clear. I'm in my mind. I'm just to accept the fact that it was Jay. Even though I love Jay, I feel like they had to pivot. But nah, I mean, I feel like Jay and Cody are friends enough that they can put on a good match, and so I feel like it would be good, but I do feel like Cody's probably gonna win that one, and it's gonna end with the typical like handshake between the two. There's no need for this to end with like a heel face kind of thing, like honestly.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
mean, they're building up to something. With those titles being on the line come SummerSlam, we definitely gonna get ourselves a build to something. So we still gotta remember the big dog is somewhere, man. The tribal chief is somewhere. So, when does he get back into the fold? When does he get back on the scene here?
Maybe he pops up in Atlanta. I mean, he went to Georgia Tech.
It's not far. It's not far from Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Maybe he pops up in the. Hey, I don't think he lives here,
Mhm.
but for what?
but
Why would he come? I mean, why would he come?
he gotta come back soon.
I don't know. What he
That
doing?
music gotta hit soon.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I don't
I mean,
know.
it could be in Atlanta,
They
like
was
his
also talking about his money. You know what I'm saying? Like
you know, his
cutting his.
his little cousin went to high school here, went to Creekside. It was Jimmy or Jay's son. One of them graduated from Creekside. So, they got roots here. I mean he gotta come back eventually. SummerSlam in
Yeah,
2 months.
we got to figure out where Rome is going to pop back up for us.
This is too
He
much. This is too much. This is too
Yeah,
much.
it's too
I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying, it's too fast, man. Everything's happening way too fast.
yeah, Cena got to lose the title. We think there may be a chance where he keeps it and wins it and never, he walks away with it.
That would be nuts.
We do got it. He may have to lose the title. Seth Rollins needs to get the title. Roman's got to come back. We think Cody needs to be a champion again. He's the guy. At some point, we got to get a Rock sighting. Some point, we got to get the Rock to do something. He's got to come back and do something.
So what they put Solo then?
Solo's got to get that title off Jacob. He's got to get the title off Jacob. He's
I
gonna
don't think
get.
he being Jacob though.
Well, I think if we get JC Mateo, we get Tamatonga and Tongaloa back. It
Which
makes
where are they at?
Yeah, they've been injured. So we get those guys back, and now it's easier for him to take that title off of Jacob. So I think that he has to. I think Solo needs the gold. I think it makes Jacob more of a babyface by losing, especially at like a SummerSlam, and then he can go on a chase and possibly get it back. But I think he needs to take that L, and Solo needs a title. Well, just that title, not the main one. But there's still guys that haven't won the big one that may be next in line. So like I said, it's going to be a crowded field at least from now until WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's not enough room.
So when's the shakeup? When's the roster change?
I haven't heard about it,
I don't know, because they usually would do it after WrestleMania, but they haven't done anything.
and we're in June.
Yeah.
There ain't even been no mention of it. So between Night of Champions, Evolution, Saturday Night Main Event, SummerSlam,
I think they just kind of all over because
Yeah.
Ron Killings, R-Truth is a Raw wrestler. He's been on SmackDown. Like John Cena is a SmackDown wrestler. He's been on Raw. Cody was on Raw tonight. Like they just like I don't know. It's just kind of everywhere.
it's all over the place. So
But they do this every time they do the brand split. It's hardcore brand split for like 2 months.
mhm.
And after that, it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, you just everywhere.
I wish
So it's
they would
just
just have one roster and nothing but banger after banger after banger for these segments. I don't want to see Liv Morgan and Kairi Sane in a singles match, especially one for absolutely nothing. I don't really care for the AJ Styles JD McDonough. I mean, it was cool, but I feel like if we get everybody in one pool and one pot, let's go. We go. All we need to do is add 30 more minutes to Monday Night Raw. Let's just go back to 3 hours and get rid of some
it
of the.
is 3 hours. They
Yeah,
just shut it off at 10:30.
right. So let's just get everybody there. Let's get all the tag teams in the building under because and I don't want to end this podcast without mentioning that there was absolutely no Chad Gable sighting. There was no El Grande Americano tonight. I don't know what this was about. Like how?
Yeah,
How
that was
did we
weird.
leave him off of the show completely? That shouldn't have happened. But again,
Too much. Too much.
right, it is, but is it?
What?
Because if it would be too much if you had somebody bigger than him take up all the TV time, but we didn't. We had a couple of matches that, like, come on, did we really need that? Did we really need some of these matches? So that where Chad Gable could have been and Penta and Karrion Cross, I think Otis is even more entertaining. We could have still kept AJ Styles, and we didn't have the War Raiders. It's just a lot more potential there that we could have had. So it's just one of those things where we gotta, hope for the best. But Chad Gable needs to be on somewhere, some way, somehow on these shows, and we get a little bit more star power every single night instead of having these segments that really don't mean anything. I mean, we got segments where Bailey just was walking to the ring looking at New Day and Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. It's like, come on, we could put something else here. Like,
So what about a shakeup between all the companies?
I don't know if you can do that too much because they're already doing a lot NXT and TNA stuff. So I think they're mixing them up a lot there. So you'll really just have Raw and SmackDown mixing it up like we've seen tonight with LA Knight and Cody Rhodes. I'm not sure
Yeah.
they'll go much further than that.
Yeah, because over at TNA, it's only certain guys that you can bring over and just have them go right up to the main roster, like the Hardys.
Most of them have been there already.
Yeah, so it's like those guys that we're familiar with, the Hardys.
Nick
Nick Nemeth,
Elias been there already.
Mustafa Ali, who's been there already. It's not really much. Like,
It's
granted,
Mike Santana and Joe Hendry. That's it.
they took Moose to NXT. I feel like if you put Moose
Yeah.
on the main roster in the story, we would know who he is because he's been with TNA for so long
Right.
that people have seen Moose wrestle. But it's just like, yeah, what can you really do?
Yeah.
I do wish they would put Tessa Blanchard over there so they can boo the hell out of her and then she can go away.
Yeah. They probably keeping her at arm's length right now. So, but yeah, it's gonna be
It's just weird right now. It's so
it's
weird.
it's a lot of it's enough segments to have just the stars, but they are doing a good job of incorporating those who are not. So I do
Yeah.
applaud them for that, even though I don't really care to see Raquel Rodriguez and Ivy Nile on my TV. I do wonder if I'm them, I appreciate it because you can very easily get lost. So I'm sure
Yeah, they're trying.
they're definitely keeping them in the spotlight. So what you thought of tonight's Monday Night Raw, Spook overall? What you thought of the show tonight?
I mean, there was some hit and miss, man. Like I've been saying the whole night, man, it could have been better segments.
Mhm.
More of the big dogs or more of the ones that's trying to become promising. I don't know. Maybe they trying to cut some more fat off, man, and do some more cuts, man, and see who's really worthy of a contract. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody's trying to cut off some fat, and make the roster better, or trying to make sure that people are worthy of the contracts that they're getting. So I don't know, maybe just one of them nights, man, that they were just trying to fill some people out, man, and But I mean, like I said, the main event was pretty good. AJ Styles and JD McDonough was pretty straight. So overall good night.
What you thought, Stan? What you thought about tonight's Monday Night Raw?
I mean, it was good. I felt like it could have been better, but yeah, everything did feel like rushed for some reason. Maybe it's just because of all the PLEs are like back to back to back. It just feels so fast. Like it's no time to like digest stuff anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like they kind of moved to. It's weird because TKO is over right now. It's running like the same UFC schedule. Like we just had a UFC fight night in Atlanta, which would be like a Raw or SmackDown,
Mm-hmm.
and now we got a UFC like pay-per-view coming up like real soon. So it's just weird. They running that same like schedule now. It's weird, but JD McDonough match with
AJ.
AJ Styles was a good one. The main event, the story that needed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
The women's fatal four way, we got to see Rhea, which we knew that was going to happen. I'm just waiting on them to break up A Town Down Under because the last 2 or 3 weeks we've been seeing them arguing the backs. Let's go ahead and break that up so my man from Georgia can get some run in as a singles competitor. Because if they wait too long, folks not gonna perceive it well, and then it's gonna suck. Yeah, I don't know. It's like stuff that back in the day would have been ended already. Like I don't think the Judgment Day story would have been dragged out this long, but now it's being dragged out this long, and it's kind of like we're just growing impatient. Like I don't think it's gonna be a big hoopla when it actually happens. Now that they want it to be, it's just weird.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's gonna be tough for it to end that way. It started back with Edge and Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley coming along, Finn Balor coming along. It's been some years now. This story is dragged out, but overall, I thought it was I don't know. I was pretty uninterested for most of the show. Seeing Goldberg got me a little interested. In AJ Styles, close to the middle, there was some moments. Then the main event, but overall, I just wasn't too impressed by it. But nonetheless, hopefully we'll get a better show next week. We definitely will be right back here next week with our post-show review of Monday Night Raw. I thank everybody for listening and watching, and please don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and continue to join the conversation. So we thank everybody for the support we've been getting. I appreciate having you, Stan and Spook, tonight to talk about this here wrestling. So until next week, I'll see you guys then.
All right,
All
man.
right,
Peace out, fellas.
y'all take it easy.